What up, this is GtMichaels 2002 and welcome to episode 2 of Who's Your Boss. Today we'll be looking at Resident Evil 4 from 2005. Wow, what a game. This game has some amazing bosses. Resident Evil pretty much started my horror fascination from a young age, and since then I've been trying to play as many Resident Evil games since and complete them. I've completed the second and third remake, Resident Evil 4 of course, Resident Evil 5 very early on. I'm just getting through Resident Evil 6 right now, and I've also completed 7 and 8. So I've completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 6 Resident Evil games. The other ones are just harder to get, a hold of because the original 2 and 3 are very hard to find. There is one remake, which I want to play, Resident Evil 0 and Revelations and all that. But sorry, I have to count Resident Evil the Dark Side Chronicles on Wii. I have completed that too. So there you go. But yeah, such an awesome series, it really is. And Resident Evil 4's remake is just coming around the corner, as the fact as well that a fan just released a fan-made HD mod for the HD remaster of Resident Evil 4, which is the one I have on PC, and it's like, wow, the Resident Evil 4 is like hot as hell at the moment. It's like, why not make the new boss video on this? And yeah, so today's gameplay, you're going to see that the very earlier bosses are going to be considerably easier to me than the harder ones, and that's because I am playing through my very old original save file that I've completed the game like I don't even remember how many times, at least 3-4 times, and I was really surprised when I get back into it. It was the first time I made this video while playing the game through for the first time in years, and it was like, I was like, wow, I'm OP as hell. I pretty much have all like the best guns in the game. Some people, obviously there's some unlockable guns that I still don't have from doing like little mercenary missions and stuff, but I don't usually do the extra missions. Resident Evil 7 and 8 I did, but for these I have, just the normal completed to game sort of collectible stuff, and I just keep replaying it. I've yet to play the game on hard, or I think it's professional difficulty, but I will be sure to do that because there are certain parts of this game where I'm like, wow, that is so easy. Obviously because I have great weapons and a lot of ammo to start off with. But yeah, I'm very excited to show you guys the bosses. They're really cool. They're sometimes a little bit long, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get right into it, guys. So the first boss of Resident Evil 4 is none other than Del Lago, which translates from Spanish to English as from the lake. You have no idea what it is, there's no real backstory given to it, but it is like a legendary creature amongst the village that you are in, and they have been feeding it. I forgot the technical term for the people who are like, possessed by the Las Plagas virus or Plaga. I forgot what they're called, but it slips my mind. But it's a pretty easy fight. It's ammoless. One of the only fights in the game, I think, which is pretty ammoless. You don't have to use anything in order to defeat Del Lago, but the harpoons that is given to you. Now, it will go around the water and try and put you into, I get knocked over on the rocks, and every time you do, you just have to mash X to get back on. I think if you fall too many times, you will be eaten by Del Lago. So just do not fall. It's very easy to get hit by the rocks because you just completely forget that they're even there because you're just aiming. You're looking beyond it and aiming at Del Lago's tail because you can usually get 1 or 2 hits in, 2 max hits in every time he resurfaces. Well, it resurfaces. I have no idea what gender Del Lago is. So, anyways, yeah. I'm not going to assume genders here. I'm not going to be that sort of person. But yeah, it's a very easy fight. Whenever the Largo tries to resurface, you just go around when they try to resurface. So then you just go, it's really easy. It's just moving around and hitting them as much as possible. They will do a charge attack at some points, depending on how long the fight goes for. But usually all you have to do is just wait for them to get close enough, and you just harpoon to the mouth, and one shot usually makes them duck under you. It looks like they're going to hit you still, but they don't do any damage. They go straight underneath you. So yeah, real easy fight. I like it's a really cool beginning boss fight for the game. It really freaked me out the first time because I thought, oh man, this guy is going to be, this fish creature is going to be an absolute nightmare with ammunition. Look at how giant it is. But yeah, they're not very hard. The Largo is very, very, very easy. And yeah, you should get out of it with no scuffs. It's either you get killed or not. There's no in between. You don't get injured or anything. It's only a death sequence, nothing else. Nothing else hurts you. Or it takes your health away. I don't think, anyways. Alright, awesome.
¡Rápido! 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 ¡Jarra! ¡Usa los músculos! ¡Rápido! ¡Apúrense! ¡Por aquí! ¡Rápido! ¡Rápido! ¡Por aquí! ¡Por aquí! ¡Ay! ¡Se vuelve loco! ¡Mierda!
Be quick with this one because I kill El Gigante very quickly. Also translates to English as the Giant. You'll encounter him afterwards. It's really easy. You just go. You should have a shotgun on the stage. Hit his face. He'll until he falls down, and the creature comes out of the back, and then use your rounds on that. And if you want to, if you're short on shotgun ammo, just shoot your pistol on his face. Use his shotgun on his weak spot, and yeah, you should be done with him pretty soon, even starting out the game. But yeah, he got demolished in this one.
You better stay outside. Ashley, go hide.
Yeah.
Hasta luego.
Alright, Boss 4, Chief Mendez, also known as Vitores Mendez, his full name, and the Big Cheese. He is the mayor of the town, the Big Cheese. And yeah, he's scarier than he is deadly. So you can just keep going ham on him with your shotgun at this stage. I'm using my TMZ for the first stage. He can lose health pretty quickly. Go around the whole building and find ammunition. You'll be fine. He has 2 stages. First stage, you can aim for the spine and the head. Second stage, go for the head. And be careful for the quick prompts for the second stage. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is to him. Alright, Boss 5 of Resident Evil 4. Hopefully my Italian genetics are doing me good with these Spanish pronunciations. But it's Verdugo, which translates to Executioner, which makes sense because there are 2 Verdugos in the game by Salazar's side. And yes, they both act like executioners. Old, Renaissance, almost like castle-esque executioners. First playthrough with Verdugo, the boss fight is merely survival. Do not try and fight Verdugo. They are pretty much impenetrable, invincible, unless you have a very powerful weapon. Use liquid nitrogen tanks to stun Verdugo, but do not try and fight. It's a bullet sponge. There'll be a bullet sponge. So yeah, first playthrough, everyone knows, just wait for the elevator to come down, like the 3 to 5 minutes or whatever, I forget. But yeah, just wait and just try and you can kick them when they're frozen. That'll give you some time. But yes, either use your broken butterfly, I mean broken, so fully upgraded, because you only have a limited amount of, they're only vulnerable when frozen, so you only have like 4 or 5 tanks in the entire layout to put some shots in, and that's the method I chose today in the video, and it did work. But I always used to go with the if it is your first playthrough and you really want to fight Vertigo, there is a way. You either spend 30,000 of the in-game currency on a rocket launcher from the merchant, if it's even available then, or you find the free rocket launcher that actually you can find right before the fight in a secret room. If you're used to going past secret and bonus rooms, you're gonna go right past it. Look it up. It has treasures and ammo in it as well, and just make sure you have the inventory space, because you know it's even with the highest inventory space, which usually you can only afford by near close to the end of the game, like I have, it will be way harder. It takes up a full row 2 by 2, no, two as a two across, and it goes all the way down the inventory case. So make sure you have enough space for that if you do want to fight. So 1-hit kill if you bring it along. So, boss 6 for Resident Evil 4 is not 1 but 2 El Gigantes. So, yeah, they're a little bit harder to kill. The one with the metallic chains all across is very, very difficult. Much more difficult than the first one, especially for your first time. For me, during this time, no. Definitely not. But, yeah, really full-on battle if it's your first time around. But there is a way to juke one of them, and that is to climb up the tower on the far end, and zip line down. So you lure them to tower. Make sure you lure them to tower. Zip line to them. Now they have to walk across the pothole and wait. Hold the lever. It will not pull. It will actually, when you say E to operate, it will only get you to hold it, and then you can operate it whenever you want to. And I try and get the metallic one, the really heavily chained and armored one, down. I didn't do it this time around because to me it really didn't make a difference. It's just to show. I actually would have just taken them down both with my weapons because that's easy enough for me at that stage. But I'm just showcasing how you do it in the video. So that's how you do it. And it's just the same way you take down all the other El Gigantes. Just shoot the face, hit the worm, rinse and repeat, they'll go down. And there's ammo on the rocks on the side, so people forget that, and also first aid spray. So yeah, don't forget, always look for ammo on the side.
Just missed her. The ritual is over. She left with my men to an island.
What?
I think it's time I paid my due respects towards your impressive and stubborn will. Mr. Kennedy,
monsters. Guess after this, there'll be one less to worry about.
I want you to suffer just like Ashley.
Alright, so boss 7 for Resident Evil 4 is Ramon Salazar. Yes, the keeper of the castle, the little lord or whatever he is. He's incredibly easy on any difficult you try. I actually kind of messed up at the start here and actually let him take me down to the bottom. But even when he attacks you, he doesn't do much damage. You can take quite a beating from him, especially if you have a tactical vest, which I highly recommend. Takes 30% of damage away from all attacks. So yeah, he literally just use a revolver on him. You probably should have it by that stage anyway. Maybe purchase it, or I don't remember if you find it. It's been a while, but yeah, he's pretty easy. You just keep hitting the eye and expose his body, and then just keep going at it, and he'll die very soon.
Ashley. What is that?
Boss 8 of Resident Evil 4 is U3, also known as It, by Lord Sadler, or Osmond Sadler, who's the final boss of the game. It's obviously a bioweapon gone wrong by Sadler's hands, and he sends it to take care of you and give you some, to keep you company. The first section of this game, don't try to kill U3. You'll have a whole battle section afterwards. This whole section is just avoiding attacks. Shoot the head if necessary to get it out of your way with a shotgun or even a revolver, but I would save the revolver rounds for the actual fight where its health can actually go down. So pretty much U3 chases you around 3 sections of this containment unit, and you pretty much have to find the green light to open up the gates so you can go and press the 2 buttons in each third of the cage. And once you do that, you just proceed to the next third or section, and you do the same thing. The buttons will be in different positions, so try not to remain still. The quick time events to avoid the attacks are very frequent, and U3 attacks very often. It's pretty much reminiscent of Vertigo, for the other boss in boss 5 in Resident Evil, which was, it's the fact that they'll attack you from the ceiling. So yeah, U3, but after you get U3 out and you have the final battle, quite an easy fight. You just really have to, it's 2 stages where U3's human body section will go down, then the scorpion tail will keep attacking you, whatever it is, but just keep shooting. It's just kind of like a surprise ending section. But yeah, again, revolver, shotgun, sniper rifle, all highly recommended in that final section. But for now, just a shotgun or something a little bit powerful. Sniper rifle is not very good because it's quite close quarters, so go for the shotgun if you can. Even a TMZ or pistol if you have to. There's ammunition in these sections as well, so make sure you have enough time to search for those. Don't rush, even though there is a time limit. Especially there's a time limit when the cage is being deactivated, obviously. So just don't rush, and you'll be fine.
So, you two are all hooked up now, is that it?
Where's Ashley?
Do you really want to know? She's beyond that gate. But you'll need 3 insignias to open it.
What are you gonna do, Krauser?
There's one in the north, and the other in the east.
And let me guess, you got the last one.
It pretty much means you're on a tight leash.
Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
You're mine. Getting a bit soft, are we? Now we're talking.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella?
To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
A psycho like you can't bring order or balance.
You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you? Watch your back.
Two down, one more to go, Krauser.
We'll see about that. Witness the power!
You've lost it completely, Krauser.
Prepare for your death, Leon.
Alright, Alright, boss 9 of Resident Evil 4 is Jack Krauser. This is the final stage, the main stage with his big arm. Just aim for his legs, get him to go down. I was wasting my ammo with my broken butterfly revolver. Just use a machine gun, get him his legs down, then use a revolver or shotgun on him when his vitals are exposed. Be careful of him, use your quick time events when you can. Don't stay too close to him. He can be very fast if you keep missing, especially. So yeah, there's magnum rounds by the edge as well, so just pick those up and you'll have 3 to 5, I think. Like most boss battles, they'll give you those amount of magnum rounds to really hit a good deal if you have one. So really, I do recommend getting a revolver for these boss fights. It's in the game, it's not an unlockable, you just get by from the game. Even unupgraded, packs a punch. So there you go. Jack Krauser, machine gun to the legs, shotgun on magnum to his vitals, and he'll go down.
Something's not right. Ashley, you stay here. Ada! Better try a new trick, cause that one's getting old. You okay?
I've been better.
What's so funny?
Oh, I think you know. The American prevailing is a cliché that only happens in your Hollywood movies. Oh, Mr. Kennedy, you entertain me. To show my appreciation, I will help you awaken from your world of clichés.
Ada, stand back.
Alright, here we are. Final boss of Resident Evil 4, Boss 10, Osmond Sadler, also known as Lord Sadler. Yes, he's considered one of the harder bosses. Jack Krauser is actually considered the hardest boss of the game, especially if you're new and you have weapons that are newer, not upgraded, all that sort of stuff. It can be harder to kill him. But no, yeah, Sadler can pose a challenge if you're not used to very quick time events. I get hit a lot in this because I just was not expecting it to be that quick. I just don't remember it being that quick. I did pick up on it as I went in further into the battle. But yeah, you aim for the eyeballs on the legs. I would do it with a sniper rifle like I'd started doing the later stages. Like, remember, this is the first time I've been playing this game in ages, so I was relearning all my old tricks as I went along. Like, oh, I shouldn't be using this gun here, I should use this gun. But anyways, yeah, have some magnum rounds in the chamber just when you get him down, because each eye can take 2 hits before it pops, and you'll need to hit him. You need to get the eyes 5 times. You need to get him down 5 times. So yeah, do the best you can, because the eyes are the weakest spots he has, except for his eye, his mouth eyeball, and that's where you want to. So I mean, I actually don't know if you can kill him just with regular weaponry, like get him down, because you do get given the special RPG, not just the RPG, a special RPG. I'm pretty sure that's a key item in the game, that you have to use that special RPG to kill him, and every other weapon that you have will just get him down, but you do have to get him down to a certain amount of health for Ada to give you that weapon. Kind of reminiscent of in Resident Evil 2 when she gave you the rocket launcher. She gave Leon the rocket launcher for Tyrant by the end of the thing, and you had to use it to kill him. But yes, that's pretty much all it is to the fight. Just try and go. I do recommend going to the back, the other side of the quarry, across the bridges. Just wait for them to come up, and just be careful. Do not. I get stuck underneath him at one point, and he does do a lot of damage to me. So be careful of that. Even with my I was actually so close to death. You can see I was actually like hanging by a thread. It looked like I had no health at all, but actually I did. But yeah, there you go. That's Lord Sadler, and yeah, he'll go down for the count after you use that rocket launcher. And again, just rearrange your inventory if you need to make space for it, because I'm pretty sure you need it. But feel free to correct me in the comments below if you actually don't need it, and you can just use normal weaponry or infinite rocket launcher or something. But yeah, there you go. So there you go, guys. All 10 bosses of Resident Evil 4. Thank you so much for joining me along this ride into my, my childhood game of mine. It sounds so weird to say a childhood game, Resident Evil 4, of like a full-on horror game, but no, I love it. It's such a cool game. I actually have really fond memories of it because the game design is beautiful. For the time, it was immaculate. I'm such a retro game fan. I really see the beauty in the storytelling and all that sort of stuff. Horror for me is crazy because the reason I like it is not because I get scared from it. It's because it really invites a new sort of take on scenarios that you would not be used to. It really opens up the field to psychological, what means can you do to scare someone. It's that sort of psychological science going on there, right? That's why it's really cool when new horror games and horror movies go and find new interesting ways to creep us out, and I find that actually quite intelligent. So yeah, there you go, because one thing that keeps us alive is fear, and there's nothing that gets the blood pumping more than feeling afraid. So there you go. Love this series. It's such a cool, this one's very action like. Hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll probably do Resident Evil 5 next, because that's the next in the series. The one I played when I was most young, the first game I ever played, the first game Resident Evil I ever completed. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys then. But yeah, stay awesome, guys. It's GtMichaels 2002, and as always, good night.